Describe our music style. Well, it's electronic. It's poppy, but it's dark pop. It's mostly written in minor keys and uses a lot of dark and ominous tones. Yeah, we haven't decided what we sound like yet, really, have we? I think one of the things that we're pretty good at as a band is not being too egotistical to take advice from anywhere and everywhere. So, there's a whole bunch of local musos who are constantly inputting into what we do.
Ask for a lot of feedback.
Yeah, we do.
Whenever we do a gig, we're wanting some honest and constructive criticism.
Yeah. From that, my music teacher told me one thing that I've never forgotten. Never apologise for mistakes on stage. And the other one was, don't ever tell people how long you've been rehearsing. The safest thing is that the less your audience know about anything, the better. Everybody. Both my parents are musicians as well, so I guess there was sort of always music around the house. I didn't really have much of an interest in it. It just sort of dawned on me one day. My sisters were watching Spice Girls' live show on TV, and I saw it, and I remember watching the musicians supporting them, thinking this is fantastic. And the percussionist, who must have had a spot on stage as big as this room, just filled with every percussion instrument you can imagine. I was like, that's amazing, that's what I'm going to do.
I've always had an interest. My family grew up playing music, so I have very fond memories of all sitting around many nights of the week playing and singing guitar with my family. And I guess meeting Nolan and hearing his music and feeling like we could do this together, that was pretty inspiring to start writing more music. And
Trent Reznor's a huge influence for me. Chino Marino is probably another one, but probably more for his work with his side projects more than Deftones. I kind of like to think we probably take influences from all over the place with Eraser.
Quite different places and quite different ways of writing music, I think. I'm inspired by a lot of Australian folk singers, songwriters, female musos that I listen to a lot of. So people like Sia, way back before she got really big. I think she's amazing.
I always hate the influence question because I don't really know what it means. If people are saying to us, who inspires us to do what we do, that's one question. The other way you could interpret it is, who do we kind of sound like? Is the other, sometimes they mean, what are your influences? And they mean, well, what bands do you listen to that influence you to play? But I kind of think that I would rather say, who I'm inspired by than the type of music that I'm influenced by. And in that case, I would say virtually anyone that's playing music. I can watch Slipknot or Nine Inch Nails on YouTube and definitely get inspired by that. But I can go down to, Lust for Live or Old Bank and see local people performing their own songs on a guitar, and I still think,
that's just as inspiring.
Man, that's when's our next show? I want to, and I get inspired to continue to write and perform and build the band, just seeing what's going on around me. We have been talking a lot about writing a full album, and I don't ever want to overcommit because things change and happen in life. But certainly we've been doing a lot of writing at the moment. Yeah, and as far as I think it depends on the venue, but at Lust for Live, a week before last, we had Peter and Jack came in and did the projection, so it's important to me that there's always something interesting visually going on. And it sounds kind of competitive, but I guess the mentality is that we always want to go, if anyone's going to come in and see a show and we're one of how many bands on the bill, we want to make sure that we're the one that they walk out and remember. And I don't want to say that to be dismissive or competitive, but I just think always pushing ourselves to go, what can we do that's going to be more interesting, or what can we do that people aren't doing, before? Or what's going to be fresh. Hey everyone, Eraser here. I just want to let you know that we've got a new single coming out on the 10th of August 2019 called Awakening. It'll be available on all major streaming services from that date onwards, and we really hope you enjoy it.
Watch out, hey, anybody is coming. Watch out.